Hello there, Fellowship of the Clouds. Welcome to Gray Cloudy Day. The name of the channel. I'm known as Mr. Cloud or Gray Cloud. No, that's not my legal name, but we won't get into that right now. That's for another day. If you've been watching me a while, then you already know. And I've been going by Gray Cloud since 2008. With only a brief, small amount of time at one point when I did live in a halfway house where I didn't really address the issue of them calling me by my legal name. But once I left there, I've never looked back. That's all I got to say about that. Let's get on with it. I made a video earlier talking about what's going to go on with my toe. If you didn't watch that and haven't seen it, well, the toe is going to be removed. I don't think the whole thing, I think I'll end up with about that much of the toe left. It's not going to go all the way into the very end. He showed me exactly where it's going to be taken off at. But you can go back and watch that video and see the whole story. It's actually an interesting story, kind of a funny story. But if I go into any details about it more than what I just said, I'm just repeating myself and wasting time on this video. So this video is going to be from Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff. I just did what this tells me to do, or in this. It's number 55. Breathe before you speak. This simple strategy has had remarkable results for virtually everyone I know who has tried it. The almost immediate results include increased patience, added perspective, and as a side benefit, more gratitude and respect from others. The strategy itself is remarkably simple. It involves nothing more than pausing, breathing, after the person to whom you are speaking is finished. At first, the time gap between your voices may seem like an eternity, but in reality, it amounts to only a fraction of a second of actual time. You'll get used to the power and beauty of breathing, and you will come to appreciate it as well. It will bring you closer to and earn you more respect from virtually everyone you come in contact with. You'll find that being listened to is one of the rarest and most treasured gifts you can offer. All it takes is intention and practice. If you observe the conversations around you, you'll notice that often what many of us do is simply wait for our chance to speak. We're not really listening to the other person, but simply waiting for an opening to express our own view. We often complete other people's sentences or say things like, yeah, or I know, very rapidly, urging them to hurry up so we can have our turn. It seems that talking to one another is sometimes more like sparring back and forth like fighters or ping pong balls than it is enjoying or learning from the conversation. I'm going to say real quick, if you're new to the channel, think about subscribing, and if you hadn't hit the like button already, please do it. I'm trying to put it in earlier in the video so I can remind you guys. Hit that thumbs up. Anyway, let's get going back. I might even repeat myself and tell you to hit like again and subscribe again at the end. But let's go. Woo! I'm in a good mood, ain't I? For a man that's going to have a toe removed. But that's not a big deal. It's small stuff, right? The hurried form of communication encourages us to criticize points of views, overreact, misinterpret meaning, impute false motives, and form opinions, all before our fellow communicator is even finished speaking. No wonder we are so often annoyed, bothered, and irritated with one another. Sometimes, with our poor listening skills, it's a miracle that we have any friends at all. Yeah. I spent most of my life waiting for my turn to speak. If you're at all like me, you'll be pleasantly amazed at the softer reactions and looks of surprise as you let others completely finish their thought before you begin yours. Often, you'll be allowing someone to feel listened to for the very first time. You will sense a feeling of relief coming from the person to whom you are speaking, and a much calmer, less rushed feeling between the two of you. No need to worry that you won't get your turn to speak. You will. In fact, it will be more rewarding to speak because the person you are speaking to will pick up on your respect and patience and will begin to do the same. Yeah, I think about it sometimes. I mean, I still fall into this trap at times, especially when I get into a really good conversation with someone and it's like we're bouncing off of each other. You ever had that such a good chemistry with someone that whatever you're talking about, it's like just listening to them share their piece, you're just getting so excited, like, because you're like, oh man, like I'm finally able to talk to somebody about this certain subject that I hardly ever get to talk to anybody about. And you're talking to this person and they're just like, you give an idea and you're sharing your idea, and then as soon as you're done, they're bouncing back and reciprocating some more ideas, to add to whatever it is that you're both like really excited about. And I hate it when I get too excited and do what I was talking about. Like, before someone's even finished a full sentence and I'm like already wanting to. And I don't do it quite as bad, I don't think, anymore. But then again, I don't have a whole lot of I don't have as many conversations than as I used to. Just the simple fact that I live alone. I live out in the middle of the country where I don't have my own ride. So it's, and I don't ever have anybody coming by other than a friend from church to pick me up and take me to church and drop me off from church, or maybe someone comes and picks me up to take me to my doctor's appointments or wherever I got to go, or on payday, trying to find a ride, and the person picks me up, takes me. But I never have very many visitors. Nobody comes and just hangs out. You know what I mean? It's like, it'd be cool to have some people. I wouldn't mind at some point meeting some people and having the opportunity to have every once in a while might be an unattended guest, but I think I just heard somebody knock at the door. Now that I was saying that, I'm not really sure. Let's see. I don't hear it again, but I think I heard somebody. Maybe I should stop the video because we're done. Well, I am going to go see if someone just knocked on my door while I was talking about not having many visitors. Until next time, Mr. Gray Cloud says of the eternal moment, over and out. I hope you have a wonderful day. Ditto.